Okay, I've seen this one a lot, so I'm going to just go right for it. Hawkman versus Archangel. Now, I'm taking Archangel in heroic role, post-transformation from apocalypse into death. So this is essentially like 90s version Archangel. Not the version where he recently regrew his regular wings, lost his wings recently, and now has the metal wings when he wants to. Versus Hawkman, this of course is Carter Hall. I do this through a 9-point system. Intelligence, findability, strength, speed, durability, invulnerability, energy projection, versatility, and X Factor. So, right off the bat, intelligence. Hawkman is like a dozen different origins. You know, either he is a constantly reincarnated pharaoh, he is an alien, or he is an alien who came down to Earth who was worshipped as a god and now is constantly reincarnated. I kind of like the constant reincarnation version. So for intelligence, I'm going to give Hawkman the edge. Why? Because he's lived through multiple lives. Ironically, when he was Pharaoh, it's very possible that if you were to have a combined universe, he actually would have been in power maybe close to the time of the rise of En-Sabah, which would be a really interesting backstory. Findability. Taking nothing away from Archangel. Hawkman is a flat-out beast when it comes to physicality. He has got centuries of experience. He's probably one of the most vicious hand-to-hand fighters. The guy is just flat-out brutal. Great knowledge of ancient weaponry. Strength. You know, Archangel is normally rated at below a ton. So very strong for a regular person. He's taking on someone who actually has superhuman strength. Some of this, of course, from the nth metal does enhance a lot of other abilities. Speed. I'm taking this one to include overall speed as well as maneuverability. And I have to give that to Archangel. Archangel has shown that if he's taking on someone who's faster, he can still outmaneuver them. He actually outmaneuvered the Human Torch, which is impressive. While Hawkman, yeah, he can fly due to the nth metal wings, he's not going to have a tremendous amount of maneuverability. Plus, the wings are attached. You can cut a harness, and now all of a sudden you have a guy on the ground. Whereas a guy whose wings are fully retractable. He's always going to have them. Durability. In recent times, Archangel, when he became Angel, I think he's Archangel again now, his blood has been shown to heal wounds. He also has a great degree of, you know, his regenerative abilities are faster than that of a human. With Hawkman, the nth metal is lying him that whenever he gets injured, he's beginning the process of healing. He's not like at a Wolverine level, but he's got a tremendous amount of healing. With Archangel, when he becomes Angel later on, it's like, oh, I have a broken bone. It's going to heal in a couple of days. You're going to see much faster healing coming off of Hawkman. Invulnerability. I'm going to give this one to Archangel. It might sound really weird, everything, but Hawkman's got armor. Those wings that Archangel has are celestial-based technology. He has used those to create a field in front of himself that has taken, I want to say, pretty close to a nuclear blast. So he actually can envelop himself in his wings and create a near flawless cocoon. That's impressive. You know, Hawkman traditionally looks kind of like He-Man with wings. He gets cut very easily. I mean, a guy who essentially can retract a full body of armor to perfectly cocoon himself. That's impressive. Now we're at range, energy projection. I'm going to have to give this to Archangel because of what he can do with his wings. I know people are going to say, but they're, you know, if Hawkman is the claw of Horus, this is a whole different ballgame. You know, I'll deal with that a little bit later. But what Archangel can do with those wings, it's just, he can have like a near constant just barrage of just razor sharp shrapnel. Versatility. I'm beginning to do this to Archangel. There have been times when his wings have actually had poison. Yes, beyond shooting off wing buffets and wing blades, different sizes, different shapes. For a while they actually also had like they had some psychic abilities to them, they also had a bit of poison. So for a while, his wings were kind of like a utility belt, just in retractable wings. And that's ridiculously impressive. He also knows how to bounce them off angles. So when Hawkman thinks that he's actually dodging some of them, no, he's actually shooting them, bouncing them off, and hitting him. The amount of skill he has at his wing blades is ridiculous. And the variations of poisons, both being physical as well as psychological, that's ridiculously impressive. Now it comes down to X Factor. I'm going to give that to Hawkman. I'm giving the X Factor to Hawkman because of people he's gone up against. He has taken the measure of somebody like a Black Adam. Plus, depending on what sort of tools he has with him, if he just has a mace or one of his normal blades, it's going to take one hit to Archangel to beat him. If Archangel stays at range, he's probably going to defeat Hawkman. If this fight gets at all close, Hawkman has got some tremendous skills up close. Now, if Hawkman has other tools on him, I want to say it was the Claw of Horus that he used for a while that actually, he hit Superman with it, and he's like, I just hit you with essentially the combined energy of the Earth. Now, if you can knock Superman out with a blast from a magical gauntlet, I'm pretty sure that's going to mean that even if Archangel were to put the wing buffets on him and fully cocoon himself, he's going to get blasted pretty far back. And if he gets a little bit woozy, untracks those blades a little bit, then the next shot's going to put a hole through him. And Hawkman's going to have a really pretty, shiny set of wings that he can have in his trophy room.